Hey guys, Nick here, and welcome to another episode of The Sky Map. And today, guys, we are going to make something. So in the last episode, we built this square over here, and all of this needs to have a surface area full of sand. All of the surface area needs to be covered in sand, essentially. So how do we get our hands on that much sand? Because sand is the most expensive item in the entire sky map. It takes, because let me explain this. It takes 5 gold nuggets for 1 block of sand, which means from one cake with our best, one cake with the time that cakes were 5 gold blocks would be, hang on, times 9 times 5, divide by 81 blocks of sand. So that's not great because now cakes have actually been, uh, Stephen over here, he has raised his tax price. So now we can only get, uh, 81 times 2 divide by 5. Hang on. Times 2 divide by 5. We can only get 32 blocks with one cake. And cakes are the best way of making this stuff in the game right now. So, how do we fix that? Well, I have made a solution. In the last episode, I mentioned wanting to build an automatic cake making machine, which I learned isn't possible. I learned, yeah, no, that's just not a thing you can do. But I did blueprint out a crafting station, which allows me to craft cakes at record speed. So behold the crafting station. Okay, most of it's downstairs. It's actually not even finished yet, but like this is, you would insert milk buckets in here. And, oh, I need more milk buckets over here. And then downstairs, I've made a new section to the factory down here. So right here is where you put a crafter, specifically an auto crafter, which is a new block in Minecraft. Well, not new, but I actually don't even have one yet. But let's focus on something else first. I want to decorate this room before we do anything. So my idea is it's kind of like a cellar. Um, but I still want to continue the color scheme that this place has going, so let's place some sea lanterns. All right, I got some carpet in my inventory. There we go. All right, bit of white there. There, 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 there. All right. So there we go. Now I kind of want this place to look a little bit like a cellar. I am going to make another crafting table really quick because I actually need the one in my inventory for something else. Um, so yeah, I need some fences. So let's do that. There they are. All right. Let's move this a little bit. Like, let's not have it right in front. Let's do it like here. Okay. And then this also works as like storage. All right. there. All right. So it's kind of like a wine cellar. All right. There we go. So, next thing is the crafter. So here we go. This is a auto crafter. Now, I place it like, oh, that's placed wrong. That is definitely, oh my God. Okay. Real quick, this is the machine. So you pull this lever, and then I'll just put the block here. Okay, it's placed wrong, but essentially, when a redstone signal hits it, it activates and it'll craft whatever recipe you're going for. And it'll also, a bunch of milk buckets are going to be in this dropper. They dispense onto you. Oh, I think this is still wrong. No, that's right. So let's give this a shot. Yep, I got the button. All right, so this is working. Yeah, I'd say this room's pretty nice. All right. So now we need to give this a test. So I'm gonna go and drop off my inventory at the storage. Yeah, now we can finally use cakes again. Cakes got a much needed buff. And also, to those saying, well, Nick, what about pumpkin pie? Why not just make a bunch of that? The thing with pumpkin pie, uh, or you might, sorry, I said that wrong. You might be wondering why I didn't make an auto crafter for pumpkin pie. And the answer to that's incredibly simple. It's faster to not do that. Because the crafter will only make one at a time, whereas not using the crafter will make it uh, an entire stack at a time. So it does actually work better. Put that in there. Torches go in there. Put the carpet away in a minute. Just gonna grab a bunch of these. And all right, that is a full stack of buckets. Oh, let's drop off the carpets real quick. There, 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 there. That was very fast. All right, over this way. Ow. All right. So I'm going to put my tools and everything in one of these barrels. So right here. See, we got decorative storage. This is cool. Eat this. Now, the only other issue with steaks, or with cakes, wow, I got that wrong. The only other issue with cakes is they don't stack. So it's nice to just have the storage on hand. All right. I'm going to go to the cake warehouse and grab everything else that I could need. So we're here. I need 2 stacks of sugar. I need 4 stacks of eggs. And I need 3 stacks of wheat. All right, there we go. this isn't enough buckets. You need 12 stacks of buckets. Do I have enough buckets for this? You need buckets of buckets. Let's just sleep really quick. All right. Down here. Wow, I have a lot of buckets. All right. That should do the trick. So, next thing is I need to fill them all with milk. All right, let's just put everything. I'll put all the ingredients in here really quick. All right. All right. Oh, okay. All right, start loading up the chest. I need that. All right, load it up. All right. See, this is a very expensive way of doing this, but like this is something you can do in your own Minecraft world. All right. And it's full. Oh boy. Okay. Well, I didn't think of this. I think the storage system I have is going to have to be bigger. Which, like, that's fine. It can still fit. Wait. No, something went wrong here. Where's my stuff? I also need these. Okay. Because that should have all loaded. Hmm. Okay, this is gonna hurt. Ow. Alright, I need to dig into the wall and figure out what went wrong here. Alright. Yep, that's loaded with cakes. Um. Hmm. Oh. Oh. Derp. All right. That goes there. I need another hopper. Let's go grab one really quick. I didn't have a way of testing this beforehand. I guess I could have tested the flow system and make sure it worked, but I didn't think to test it. Anyway, just need the one hopper over here. All right. Place a hopper there. See, now it's doing a full flow. Okay. Eh. Oh, and I... Oops. And now I need 2 more birch blocks there. All right. I should have kept my materials on me, shouldn't I? Oops. Well, we live and we learn. I should have just dropped them off in there. All right, let's just go grab them. Here we are. And there. Birch planks. Here we go. Back off to my cake factory. All right. Okay. Place one there. There we go. There. And now I just need the buckets. All right. Keep loading her up. Oh, forgot those. All right. So yeah, the thing that takes the longest is just like milking the cow. Come on. There we go. All right. Oh, it's close. I am one storage slot from perfection. Oh, that's it. Well, okay. I can work with that. Hang on a sec. Where's my food? There it is. I can work with this. All right, now load up the machine. All right. And now to make cakes. Oh my god, this is so fast. Oh, egg. Oh, shoot. All right. Uh, no. Come on. So you see there is one issue that my inventory does start to run out of space. All right. And just like that, we have made a crap ton of stuff. So let's load this up. All right. And that is the fastest we've ever made any amount of cake. Wow. Well, that was lucrative. Like, that amount used to take me 20 minutes on its own. Today, we've built all of this and, like, finished the machine and managed to make all of these cakes. That's amazing. Okay, next thing we gotta do really quick is just organize this place with all of these buckets. There. All right. And we still have a bunch of buckets for our own use. Close that. Uh, but yeah, that's amazing. Like, that's lucrative. We filled up 2.5 shulker boxes with cakes in like 2 minutes. That was awesome. All right, guys. So that's going to end this video here. If you enjoyed it, remember to like, comment, subscribe. In the next one, we're going to start building the resort area. So yeah, I hope you all enjoyed the video. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.